So 3 years ago, I broke my back, and now whenever I go out and do photography, I can't bring my whole big heavy camera bag with everything in it. So being a photographer and a YouTuber, I've got a videography and a photography setup. So in this video, we're gonna split it up into 3 parts. First part is my photography setup. Second part is gonna be the videography, and then the third part is gonna be some accessories that I use that help me get those banger shots. First up, my camera bag. So the camera bag that I use is a Crumpler Kingpin, and this is a mid-level backpack in terms of it's not too big and it's not too small. So I can fit a couple lenses in it, can bring some accessories, but it's not gonna be like too big and awkward to carry. Now, camera bodies. I use 2 camera bodies at the moment. Primarily, I'm shooting on the Sony a7R Mark IV. It's what I've been using for the past couple of years. But recently, I've been practicing and having a go of using the a7CR. Now, the way I see it, the main difference between these 2 cameras is the weight. The a7R4 is a bit more chunkier, it's heavier, but then you do have that better grip, and it just feels more like a camera. Whereas this one, the a7CR, it's lighter weight, it's still got the same 61 megapixels, but sometimes it just feels like it's lacking on the grip side. I wish that the a7CR had a button that you could move the focus point around in, because right now, you kind of have to click and then use this little dial thing here, which is quite annoying. That's what I love about the a7R4. It's got that little button there. Both of these cameras allow me to get the photos that I want to get. There's not really too much difference apart from the weight. So if you want to have a lighter setup, I'd recommend the a7CR. Now, lenses. So the first lens that I use is the 24-70. Now I'm filming on this right now. I don't really use it too much for photography. It's mainly more for filming. So if I want to film some B-roll on my a7S III, which we'll cover later. But 24-70 is a great all-round lens. It's a G Master f2.8 from Sony. Recently I've been preferring prime lenses, which brings me to this lens here, the Sigma 35mm f1.4. This lens is just like an all-time favorite lens. I've used this for years, and what I like about it is it's wide. It's at 35mm, but because you have 1.4, you can create that depth that you would get in a zoom lens. The next lens is the Sigma 50mm f2 from their Contemporary series. So I really like these lenses because A, they're very small, lightweight, which means you can bring multiple of them, have different focal lengths without having a super heavy camera bag. But I also like the aesthetic design that they have. So they're made out of metal instead of plastic, which just looks beautiful, but also the way that they've been laser cut is just a really nice, cool pattern. And I think when you're doing photography, you know, we like things to be aesthetic. So when your equipment is aesthetic, it just makes it even better. I mainly use this lens for street photography or portraits. It's kind of a nice balance between a 35mm and an 85mm. A little bit of wideness and a little bit of depth. A good all-rounder once again. Next lens, very similar but also very different, is the Sigma 65mm f2 Contemporary. So same lens series, but 65mm instead of the 50. This is just a weird lens. I never really hear many photographers using a 65mm, but I don't know, it's just a cool, funky focal length. It's just a bit different, and that's why I like it. With this lens, you get that nice depth, leaning more towards the 85mm. Once again, it's super lightweight, and I love just chucking it in my camera bag if I want an extra lens. So that's all my photography equipment. Let's move on to the videography stuff. But before we do that, I wanted to let you know about Think Less, Shoot More community. The whole point of the group is for you to connect with other photographers whilst also seeing massive improvements with your own photography. So if you want to join that, the link is in the description below. But first, before we move on to the videography, let's go make a coffee. Beautiful coffee, nice crema. All right. That's not a swan. Not a swan. I don't know what that is, but let's get back to the video. It's actually so good. I'm so happy with the level of quality we have now achieved at home. Like literally specialty cafe quality. Chef's kiss. So now videography wise, what do I use? So for my at-home videos, I film on the a7S III. It's just such a beast of a cinematography and filmmaking camera. If I ever need to film in low light situations, you can just boost the ISO up and virtually have no grain. For whenever I'm filming myself, like either at home and I want to get like a wider shot, I will use the 16 to 35mm f2.8 G Master. So this is the ultimate wide angle lens. I love it for vlogging as well, if I'm wanting to do a more cinematic vlog. The reason I say that is because I've also swapped to an Osmo Pocket 3, which we'll talk about in a sec for vlogging. Now for the past couple of years when I was vlogging, I would film on this camera because it was more cinematic, you get that nice depth. But recently I've been focusing more on my photography in my vlogs, and I found that the big heavy vlog setup was getting in the way. And although that I love the cinematic quality of this camera and the lenses and having that depth, for me it was really distracting from my photography. So whenever I'm filming photography specific vlogs, this right here is my whole setup, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I've got the Creator Kit, I believe it's called. In the Creator Kit, it comes with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 itself. It comes with the little tripod legs. It comes with the battery attachment for longer filming, a little wireless extender, so if you want to use a wireless mic, it will extend the range of that as well. And the wireless mic itself from DJI. And this is so good. It makes it so easy to just whip out the camera and vlog, because this wireless mic connects automatically. The second you turn on the Osmo Pocket 3, it just connects. You don't have to worry about the audio, whether it's on or off. It just works. I just don't have any problems with it. If I want to say something to the camera when I'm out filming, I can just say it, I whip it out, film, and I know it's all gonna work. Also, the way that you turn this thing on is pretty cool. You just flick it with your thumb like this, and then it automatically just turns on. And if you're wanting to get into vlogging, highly recommend. Just gotta go get my drone, don't mind me. Last piece of videography equipment is my drone. The drone that I use is the DJI Mini 3. It is super lightweight and small, which is essential if you're traveling and want to keep a light backpack. I honestly haven't used this much at all. I've probably used it like 3 times, and I bought it about 6 months ago. So I want to use this more throughout the year, just to get a bit more cinematic drone content and just flying it. It's fun to fly a drone, so I want to do that a bit more this year. The first accessory that I really enjoy using is this Telesun POV mount. So I used to use like the POV chest mount that you kind of strap around your body, whereas this one just goes around your neck like this, clips in, and then I've got like a MagSafe thing, so I can just chuck my iPhone on here and it holds perfectly, like it's really not gonna fall off. Let's actually do a little test. Like, I don't know what POV action you're doing if you need it to get off this, but it ain't falling off. Next piece of accessory is this little thing here on my camera bag. That's the Peak Design camera bag mount. So it essentially allows you to clip your camera onto your shoulder when you're out shooting. I've seen these for years and I've seen so many photographers use them, but I bought it for the first time the other day and it's a game changer. Like if you're out shooting street and you need to like grab your phone or like go out to go vlog or something like that, just chuck it in there and you just got hands free. Next up, every photographer and videographer should have this, a dust puffer. What does a dust puffer even do? Whenever you want to get rid of a bit of dust that's on your lens, hold it upside down and just do that, and then put your lens cap back on or put it on your camera body facing this way. I think everyone should have one of these things. Kind of like this next one, which is a cleaning cloth. Just grab yourself a little microfiber cloth from your camera shop, your local camera store. It's great for cleaning your lenses. I also use it with some lens cleaner. This is the one that I use, but any kind of alcoholic spray will do. Just spray it once on the front of your lens and then just wipe it off. Because the worst thing is shooting with a dirty lens or having some dust particles on your lens as well. And then you have to go into Photoshop or Lightroom and just clone stamp them out. So just clean your gear before you go out and shoot. Now when you're out on a photo shoot, one of the worst things you can forget is an SD card or a battery. So I always have just a couple SD cards in my camera bag at all times. And also I make sure to bring at least 1 or 2 spare batteries for every shoot that I do. And the last weird accessory that I keep in my camera bag is this. An old pair of wired headphones. Now, the reason why I have these is whenever you're traveling and they give you those shitty in-flight headphones, you can just plug these in and then you get good audio for all the movies you're gonna watch on the flight. So as a travel photographer, having these is a game changer. When it comes down to it, there is no perfect equipment. This is just the equipment that I've gathered up over the past couple of years, and at times I've had more equipment, at times I've had less. You kind of just make do with what you've got. If there's anything that you think I should add to my photography arsenal, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to see what you suggest. But that's all for today's video. Catch you in the next one.